Alrighty, what is up, you guys? We're in my dad's garage just because for this certain project that we're kind of touching up. You guys probably already know it already, that we're going to be touching up the good old mini bike. I know I posted it on, I texted a few of my friends telling them that tearing the mini bike back apart, and they were like, for what for? I didn't really respond back, so I'm kind of sorry. One of them was CJ. Sorry, buddy. But I'm just clearing over the fenders and pretty much the frame again, because as you guys can tell where I blended it, because I had to touch up that one spot, you can see the blend line from clear to 5 coats of clear. This is 6 adding on top of that, so it had to take 6 coats to make it look like this. So I was just 1 coat shy of making this thing really glossy. So what we're gonna do is tear it all back apart, pulling the front forks off. The only thing I'm not gonna pull off is the rear fender. I'm just gonna clear over that. I'm gonna clear right over the boosted shades and the mini bike's name, Mint. So yeah, I don't know if I ever explained this, but I did call my mini bike Mint. It's just a really nice, unique name, so I just decided to call it Mint. And yeah, here's how I always said it. This mini bike's gonna be pretty mint, and it's just gonna be pretty cool. So yep, that's the mini bike's name. The drag mini bike's name is Mint. So I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse for the majority of this, just for tearing it down and stuff. And so yeah. Well, I tried to start a live stream for like the 3rd time already, and it doesn't seem like it's working. I'm connected to my channel off of this from my phone or from my camera to that, and it seems like it doesn't want to work. So I was trying to do it like a live stream and do a video at the same time, but anyways, I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and yeah, we're gonna tear down the mini bike. But if you guys were always wondering what I film on, this is my camera, the speaker, and then the long tripod. So yeah, that's pretty much what I film on. That's why you never hear any wind noise out of this anymore. So yeah, making better content for you guys. So let's do. Alrighty, so I've been working on the drag mini bike, as you guys seen. I got it this far. All I got to do now is just pull the fork out and take the fender out and kind of set up like a little table or something, probably up here, and pull out the back tire and stuff. So we're getting pretty far. It only took me, really, what time is it? Alright, it only took me about 25 minutes, so that's not too bad. I've tore this bike apart before quite a few times to get the motor out, so I kind of knew what to do. Instead of taking out the throttle cable from the twister, I just took out the whole thing. Same thing with the oil catch can. And yeah, that's pretty much all that's there. It's not too much. If it was a go-kart, there would have been a lot more, but that's why I kind of like mini bikes. They're easier and quicker. Let me just turn this thing off before I get copyrighted. I'm using my other cellular device. But yeah, I might touch up a few spots. I might just paint from here into here black, just so it's, you know, doesn't show that red back again. I'm not too worried about the motor plate. I'm just gonna wipe it up. Might clear that as well. My stress cracks that I never welded are getting not better, but they're hanging in there. It's not cracking anymore, so luckily there's holes so it won't travel through anymore. So yeah, so luckily by the time spring comes, this bike will be ready to rock and roll. So let's get back on time lapse and finish up getting this thing tore apart. Alright, put it down in the comments. What do you guys like better? Do you guys like the speaker? Or do you like it just normal, like how it is off the normal camera? So, anyways, we got the front forks off. Not making too big of a mess. If I was in my shed, yeah, this would have been a total disaster. But now all I got to do is just unbolt that Thunder and be good to go. So yes, I did replace the bearings because the bottom one was like completely gone. So I ordered 2 new bearings and popped that one out for whatever was left of it. And the top one was fine, so I still popped it out and replaced it with the new one. So now the forks don't have that up and down motion. So I think I'm gonna clean up the frame, get all the grease off and stuff, and just, you know, kind of touch up a few spots that I want to touch up. I'm gonna probably touch that up with, you know, black paint, just keep that kind of like black and just spray a little bit of a metal flake onto it. So yeah, this back piece, when I towed the Christmas tree home, CJ knew when I wrapped the chain around it and drug it home, it tore up this, so I repaired that, and that still needs to be cleared. So yeah, this mini bike is just not for show. I never wanted to make it for show. I set it up to drag race, but at the same time I can still, you know, drive it around just like as a regular mini bike. It just doesn't like mid throttle, holding it at mid throttle because of that beefy cam, and it just doesn't really like it, and it overfuels itself, so I really got to get on it to open it up and clear it out. The header, I'm going to probably repaint the header. So basically I'm just refreshing, I don't know, redoing, not redoing, but yeah, refreshing, or I don't know. But anyways, we are touching up the drag mini bike. Just getting a little bit more gloss onto her, because with 5 coats, or I will put the number up on the screen right here of how many coats I put on this. But it really needs one more coat to actually make it feel smooth and stuff. I mean, some spots, yeah, it does feel smooth, and other spots it feels like it didn't get enough clear, or the metal flake soaked it in and I didn't notice it until it actually really fully dried. And that was like after I put the whole mini bike together, and I was like, oh man, like right here. Well, that still feels pretty smooth, but anyways, it's just gonna look a lot more glossier than what it is right now. So this is kind of what I'm doing this weekend, and yeah, this is not what I wanted to do this weekend, but I had nothing else to do, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. But I'm not gonna clear tonight because still I gotta go to Home Depot and probably buy 2 cans of clear. And they finally came out with white primer from Rust-Oleum down at not Harbor Freight, but Home Depot. They finally came out with white primer, so now I can primer stuff with white primer to make the paint look a lot brighter and a lot, brighter. Not like gray primer, it makes everything look dark. With white primer, it'll make everything look a little bit brighter, like Cub Cadet yellow. It'll make it look a little bit yellower than using like dark primer, like gray primer. But anymore, you can color match primer now, because that's what we do at our body shop. We color match what the car is already. Like if it was red, like my truck, we would use red primer just so it blends a lot easier. So yeah, but I didn't prime this. I used a black base coat, and all this metal flake is just pretty much glitter in a can, green glitter, and I just sprayed it. You might go through, I went through 7 or 8 cans just doing the mini bike. I could just imagine doing a go-kart frame. It'll take you a lot more, and yeah. So very expensive paint job doing it that way. I don't really read painting, redoing or repainting the mini bike a different color. I would spend the money again and do the green again, or I might do like a blue metal flake. I don't know. I kind of like the green. The green makes the mini bike with the high performance Predator in it, and it's just my mini bike, and it's the popular thing on my channel other than the F-150 project and the 68 that I have. So yes, there is the core support and my 2 fenders. My dad has another job in. They brought over the used fenders tonight, and he's got to work on that. So yeah, I'm going to clean up the frame off camera. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And now I got a lot of editing to do, so yeah. So I'm sorry that I couldn't do a live stream at the same time I could have filmed, so you guys kind of got like a shout out. But I will get that all taken care of. I might talk to my brother, see if he knows anything that I could do, so we could probably do that, and then you guys can actually see the full time of me tearing down this mini bike. It doesn't take me that long because I've done this more than once to this mini bike, especially taking the motor out. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Part 2 will probably be tomorrow, which is Saturday, and I will show you guys what I got for the F-150 probably right now. Alrighty, had to throw my jacket on because it's like 22 degrees out. Finally got my plow on, the 105. We're supposed to get an inch of snow, which I'm not even gonna worry about plowing just because it's an inch of snow. Like, really? There's my dad's customer's car that he's gonna be doing. I forgot I parked way over here. So, the F-150, the Pride and Joy. I already put 600 miles on this thing. So, the thing that I got for the F-150 for the interior which is this. I'm not copying off of Pug One. I still got to get it vinyl wrapped so it has a nice good cushion to it. If I said that incorrectly, let me know down in the comments. But anyways, here's my little switch panel that I can hook up to the bed lights, my running lights, or any other accessory that I want. Voltage gauge, a cigarette lighter, and two USB ports right there for anybody's pleasure. So, and this does lift up and stuff, so you have like a little secret compartment down in there. I did not buy this, my uncle made it for me, so big shout out to my uncle for making me this. I gave him the measurements and he made it out of wood, so it looks really good. You can still get to the cigarette lighter or the cigarette tray, which I will never probably ever use, or you can get to the power port right there. So really I have 3 power ports now, but my CB will probably go right here on the side. It'll probably go right here on the side of the box, so I can use a cigarette lighter right there, or I can plug it in right here. Probably more than likely I'll use it right there so it's kind of hidden. So all I got to do is run the wires. Pretty much this thing, this panel came pre-wired up from Amazon. So I will leave the link down in the description. If you guys want to get one of these from Amazon, the link will be down in the comments down below. So pretty cool. It's a little expensive. It's like 55 bucks. So they have smaller models and they have bigger models. I went with the medium model because I kind of like all the switches, and it's green, kind of like the mint green that I have. So yeah, I kind of have these, and then that I can just rest my arm right here and click everything on. So yeah, it's pretty nice. So let's get back